talking about like, is it all right to lie to your kids? I mean, we usually pride ourselves on being pretty honest people, but there's sometimes where you might have to lie to your kids. So, do you think it's okay to lie to your kids? And what are some times where you think it's okay?
Yeah, it's okay to lie to your kids.
I
Cause
knew
fuck
this
them,
was
that's
gonna
why.
say.
But no, seriously. But yes, it is definitely okay. Because I mean, certain adult situations and things like that. Um, you ain't supposed to just, oh, I couldn't pay the bills this month. That's why the power is out, or my check was short, and we don't have no food in the house. You know what I'm saying? That's no shit they need to really know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's adult problems. You don't bring adult
Sure.
problems into a kid's world, because then that fuck up the kids
Mm-hmm.
kid, being a kid, that'll end up stressing them out. Like, damn,
Yeah.
mama tripping, so I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? It happened to us a
Right.
couple times. You know what I mean? Like, mama didn't just come out and say what was going on, but we not stupid. We're
Yeah.
highly intelligent people, so we knew what the hell was going on. And some things, yeah, you could tell them about. Like, for instance, my older three, I won't tell them the exact reason why me and their mom went their separate ways until they become adults,
Sure.
because I feel like at this age they could be, you know what I'm saying, influenced one way or the other, and I don't want them looking at me or her in any kind of weird ass light. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather.
Sorry, man. The damn geckos got to fighting up there.
Oh, I bet that was cool.
Yeah, it just bit his damn head, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's about to go down." And he
Yeah,
hauled ass. He ain't want the smoke, man.
yeah. But
All
yeah,
right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
but yeah, a situation like that, man, I don't want them to feel any type of way towards either parent. You know what I mean? While they're
Mm-hmm.
at this age right now. And I mean, honestly, there's just some shit kids need to stay the hell out of it, because it's called grown folks' business for a reason. Parents our age, they have forgotten that these are fucking kids. They are not your friends. They are not your
Mm-hmm.
fucking homies. This grown up shit stays with grown up shit. You shouldn't be talking
Mm-hmm.
to your 13-year-old son or daughter like, let me tell you about this bitch at work today. First of
Right, right,
all,
right.
you shouldn't be doing that shit. But as far as telling the truth, yeah, there are some things that you should tell them the truth about. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain experience that you've had that you see them going that same route and you want them to avoid that route, then yeah, you definitely tell them the truth. Hey, I did X, Y, and Z just like you're about to do right now. So I don't suggest you do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Me as a parent, as a father, one thing as far as truth and lies and everything like that, that is extremely important to me, is I always keep my word. If I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. If I say they're gonna get something, they get it. If I say I'm gonna punch in your fucking throat,
Mm.
please believe you're gonna get punched in your throat. You know what I'm saying? But that's that
Because some
consistency.
of your kids, that's as high as you can reach. But go on.
They still can't whoop me. Uh, but yeah, so you definitely, I ain't gonna say you have to lie to your kids, but I say it's highly recommended to not tell them the complete dirty truth about every single thing that's going on in the adult world.
Right,
Because
right, right.
there's that, like I said, that's that separation. They're not your friend; they're your child. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're doing some fucked up shit in your adult life, and you want to share everything with this child about what's going on in your adult life, telling the truth about everything, they're gonna look at you sideways. Like, I ain't gotta listen to you. You ain't doing dumb shit. The hell with you. So you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't tell them the truth until they're grown. And then
Mm-hmm.
once they're grown, they'll be like, oh damn, yeah, dad. Because I remember when I did X, Y, and Z, I was like, yep, see, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
it makes for better conversations when you're grown.
Yeah.
So how about you, man?
I think it's again levels, like always. I mean, my kids are younger than some of yours, so uh, you don't need to give them a lot of details on certain shit, but certain things like culturally, we don't tell our kids about talk money issues with the kids. Like you don't need to know, like you were saying, if say we having trouble trying to make the ends meet this month or something like that, they don't need to know that. But they need to know that we work, we get paid, we pay bills. Money doesn't just grow on trees. We have financial goals, so like we talk like that and we talk openly. So like when we're running the account, we'll tell her stuff like that. Or if she says, "Hey, can we get such and such?" And it's like, no, we're not spending money on that right now. Don't lie or anything like that, but just say no. That's not part of our goal right now, so that's not what we're gonna spend our money on. So in that particular game phase, I think it's okay. I think little white lies to kind of get by. I mean, I think they're fine. Like, I mean, everybody lies to their kid about like Santa Claus and shit like that. So, I mean, I think those kinds of things to keep them out of, what's going on. And like, if you don't like, because my
Santa
daughter,
Claus is real, kids.
yeah. So like my daughter, if you tell her anything, one, she doesn't forget, and two, she holds that shit against you and asks about it forever. So like if we say we're going on a trip at the end of the month, be mindful of when you say it and don't get your months
Yeah.
crossed up, because if you say it now, this is near the end of June. Next week she's gonna be like, so when we going on this trip? It's the end of the month. So in that case, we kind of lie by omission, because
You
it,
got
it
tally
gives us
marks and
peace.
shit in the room.
You've seen my daughter keeps a checklist, man. And what she wanted to talk about when she recorded it, and I don't know if y'all talked about it, she has a chart in her damn room, man, of
Yeah,
like
we
her
talked about it
clothes.
briefly. I think we touched on
Yeah,
it.
she has a chart of her damn clothes, man, so she can mark what she wore in a given day to track it, to see if she needs, she has enough short sleeve shirts, if she got enough tank tops. I'm like,
Hey, not an inventory. You ever
who
do
the
an
fuck is
inventory?
this kid, man? So you got to lie sometimes to
Man,
keep
go ahead,
your
Simone.
sanity. Otherwise, Simone will drive me crazy. And I can only imagine what her brother, Lamar Jr., is going to get into when he
I
gets a
can't
little
wait to
older.
see. I can't wait to see Simone as a teenager.
I can wait just fine.
I bet.
I
Mine
mean,
already a
because,
teenager, so it's your turn.
right, because she's smart as hell now. So I can only imagine. And, like certain details, she just don't need to know. I mean, you keep them in and try to keep them in the family discussions to some degree. But like, if you're trying to plan something like we want to go to Greece next summer, they ain't none of her damn business.
Right.
Or just little stuff like that. I mean, so it is kind of like on the need to know basis. I mean, and you have to gauge it, and you don't want to continue to lie. And I'm not a big fan of lying anyway, because you got to keep up with that shit. And like I said, Simone doesn't forget, because she'll say, if you remember on June 12th at about 8 o'clock, you said this, but now today you're saying this. So are you sure?
Yeah.
So I don't want to self-incriminate. So
She be hitting you with that don't be a minute. So you bought the beer at 11:30. Yeah, 11:30.
yeah. So yeah, I just keep it
Yeah.
simple, man. So I mean, it's okay to lie if it's to protect them in certain cases. And I mean, certain things, like the world is crazy,
Mhm.
and certain things we don't necessarily discuss with her, or certain things we tone down significantly so she doesn't necessarily understand that, you may get in situations where people aren't going to like you because of the color of your skin. We kind of bring it up a little bit, and we just say like people aren't going to like you and how to deal with it, and say, things like, who cares what people think about you?
Mhm.
You your own person, and love and be who you are. Don't worry about what anybody else says, and don't give her all the shit she's got to walk into, and just be honest, man. So like I say, just keep mind of who your kids are and gauge what they need to know, and then
Yeah.
that's where you can determine if a lie is necessary or not.
And something I want to add, like
Sure.
Keontae in particular, the curriculum there. They'll come home and they celebrate Columbus Day and all that other stuff. I tell the truth about that because I feel like
Sure.
what I'm saying, especially melanin kids, well, kids in general, they really need to know like the real truth of history. Like, they celebrate
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Columbus because the motherfucker got lost. Stuff like that, and they don't understand that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I did the Crazy Horse episode, and Keontae was like, "Oh, I heard of General Custer, but I never knew that what I'm saying, this Native American did this and this and this,
Yep.
what kind of person that Custer was, stuff like that. Like when it comes to like history stuff and like
Oh, sure.
Juneteenth, things like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I'm gonna give you the truth, not the complete
Yeah.
dirty,
Yeah.
grimy truth, but I'm gonna keep it G.
Well, it grows up with them, so they'll learn, the G level of the truth, and the PG, then the PG-13, then they'll get the, the dirty, hardcore, shit.
And I think we should teach them now. So as they get older, they'll have a full understanding of it instead of like us. Like for instance, when did you know Christopher Columbus just got fucking lost?
Probably before high school was out.
Oh, Well, I didn't like school, so I wasn't paying attention to shit.
I was in like AP history and shit too, so that was a little different.
I was in Popeyes because they opened the Popeyes. Kids stay at school, man. That shit sucks if you don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Definitely lie to your kids about certain stuff. Like, and I wouldn't even consider it lying. Just omitting the truth. You know what I'm saying? Keeping out some shit that they don't need to know because they really fucking don't. They don't.
Yeah.
Now, when they 22, 23, got their own household of their own, and they're in a bind or trying to figure something out or really have a serious question, then okay, because they grown. They'll understand better. But right now, they're still in the learning phase and they soak everything in. Even up to 16, 17, they still just kind of soaking in their environment and everything they hear and they're told and they're shown. So you know what I'm saying? Just show them the right way. Teach them not to lie. Or keep them out grown folk business. Let's just say that. Just keep them out of grown folk business. When you grown, you can get in grown folk business. If you can't sit down and have a cigar and a drink with me, then you don't need to know what the hell I got going on.
And I still don't have to tell you shit then.
And I still don't gotta tell you shit then. Keep your little ass out.
But it is funny when you get privy to the grown folks conversation.
Oh yeah, man, it's so weird. When you
your first grown folks conversation, and you're like, oh shit. Oh, especially when you get to grow up to the drinking table.
Oh man, when we was able to stay out and go to the drinking table. You know what I'm saying? We was like, oh man, what the fuck? I think I want to go back to the basement with my Twinkies and ice cream, bro. I don't want to be out here no more.
I don't like it here. It's not safe.
I'm not comfortable.
Right. This is odd.
Man.
But we
wanted to grow up so fast.
Man. Yeah. But yeah. It'll happen before you know it.